Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And oh my goodness, do we have people going nuts about coronavirus? The world is shutting down. Like even out here in my small town, they're shutting down workplaces, having people work from home. And you have to realize that the internet was only invented here a few days ago. I had to import the internet from a city, and it's a new thing. So working from home, we're talking, these places are decades behind regular civilization. It is insane. I don't know. I'm getting notified that events that are still well over a month away are being rescheduled and stuff like that, or potentially being rescheduled. Congress is shutting down offices. Thank God. Thank God. If more Congress would shut down their own offices, we would be in better shape. Just generally speaking. But yeah, it's nuts out there, man. It is nuts. Speaking of nuts and illnesses and all of that, a status report. Most of my children have gone through the worst of whatever they had. No, it was not coronavirus. I don't know how they would have gotten that anyway. But, just a typical thing that runs through kids. Fever, cough, and then it goes away after like 2 days. So most of them are fully recovered. We got a couple stragglers with a cough left, but fevers are broken. Everybody's doing great. And I do apologize for not streaming, but when they're sick at night, getting here, I would have been here like at 12:30 maybe, and I would have fallen asleep in my chair. It's just tough to get kids to bed and stuff like that. So thank you for humoring me on not having a stream last night. I hate not doing a show. I really want to do shows pretty much 4 or 5 nights a week, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So I got it from TJ. Weefek, where were you, buddy? I was hoping to see you, man. Okay. Today, we're going to do just a little bit of discussion about some things and stuff. Like these random murder letters. I don't know if you know this, but there are murder letters that went out to everybody, and they're definitely 100% real threats. And the U.S. Postal Inspection Service definitely really actually did fingerprint the envelopes to track down the perpetrator. That all really definitely actually happened. It wouldn't possibly be rehashed for any other reason. There is no reason I can think of, not one reason I can think of, why a bald, broke idiot would rehash and concoct a literal nothing story. Can you guys think of one? I can't. I certainly can't think of any reason why a bald, broke fatso with a GoFundMe that has been lagging for almost 2 weeks would possibly try and garner sympathy from the internet over the real death threat that he definitely had and definitely took action on. I can't think of any reasons. No embarrassing donation schedules or anything, why suddenly someone would rehash something from that allegedly occurred in October of last year. Now, no reason at all. Can't think of it. Can you guys think of it? What a failure. And then to be a lawyer, and to concoct a story that not even other lawyers believe happened about the U.S. Postal Inspection Service offering some sort of instruction that no one believes. No one believes it. Don't open that, sir. Don't open that, sir. Don't open that, sir. There's a folded up piece of notebook paper in there, sir. That's a death threat, sir. That's a folded up notebook paper. That triggers our Section 239 protocol, sir. We're going to need you to not open that letter, sir, because we're going to fingerprint that. We're going to take uranium samples from that. We're going to go ahead and make sure, sir, that's not a murder letter. Oh, my God. Can you imagine the postal inspection guy? If, assuming this lawyer walks in, is like, I got a murder threat. Did you open it? No, I would never open it. How do you know? How do you know it's a murder threat? It's got a folded up piece of notebook paper in it. I shined a light on it, and there's notebook paper in it. Yeah? It's a death threat. Sir, no, it's a death threat. Definitely happened. Can you? Oh my God. Oh, let's take a quick peek at this. We've got all the murder letters here up on the Kiwi Farms. Here you go. You can notice the similarity. They're all written on pieces of notebook paper. This one was to Jamie Coochie, whoever that is. And of course, we do not forgive, we do not forget. Isn't that like, what's that? Was that Anonymous that used to say that back in like 1990 something? What about this one? Oh, this is the same. This one is to who even knows. They were nice enough to include a paperclip. I know, it's the thing. It's the envelope. It's a joke. It's a joke. This is to no one. Who knows? I will gouge your eyes out and skull. Oh my God! We'll talk about these. Let's talk about these a little bit from a legal perspective. To blank, you catch you next Tuesday. Okay. Whoever that is. Eat feces and die. That's not a threat, actually. Legally, this is not a threat. We're going to go through all these real quick. Oh my God. Who is this even to? Lol, aka Harvey Weinstein. Oh, this must be Sabbats. I'm guessing. Oh yeah, that's got to be Sabbats. I'm supposed to. Look at the size of this thumb. Holy Lord. That thumb needs to stay away from Tim Hortons. This paper is in severe danger of the thumbing. I'm actually more scared of that thumb than any of the words written on this paper. Whew. Dominique blank. Okay. So this isn't over. Nothing's over. Here we go. Whoever did this, by the way, and we have no idea. Nobody has any idea who did this. But whoever did this is not a funny prank at all. This isn't something that anybody should do. It's really smart, by the way, for Dominique Sky to blank out her last name, whatever her real last name, but to leave her daughter's name in the letter. That was smart. Good job, idiot. Okay, so these are the original letters, and then here is, oh, I can't, this is just embedded, so this isn't an image I can select, but you can see that it doesn't really zoom in very well. Thanks, Kiwi Farms. Terrific programming there. Here's T. Gregg's little tweet. Now notice, this tweet was made, like, recently, I believe, right? Let's see. We'll pull up the archive here. March 8th. So T. Gregg tweets about this on March 8th. About something that still sad I wasn't allowed to open the death threat to me. Sad cry face. USPS, United States Postal Inspection Services, demanded I turn it over to them intact for fingerprinting. Because listen, apparently this is how it works. If you open it, they can't fingerprint it. That's how it works. If you just open the letter, they can't fingerprint it. That's not true. I'm pretty sure they could eliminate T. Gregg's fingerprints if they're like, oh, you opened it. Yeah, I wanted to see what letter I got, and turns out it was this threat. Here you go. Oh, we'll just fingerprint that. Oh, your prints are all over this. Yeah, I opened it and looked at it. There are no other prints on this. Whoa, wait a minute. Not that happened. Not that happened. That wouldn't have happened. Dear Lord. All right, let me read some of these super chats, and then we'll go through each of these and see which one is a legally actionable threat. All of these. What? All of these probably would constitute as. Whoa. When I hold my mouse over the... Sorry, this is weird. When I hold my mouse over the pictures on this monitor, my Streamlabs does all sorts of weird stuff. That is awkward. Just these pictures. Kiwi Farms is interfering with programs in different windows. Good job. But let's read these super chats first. All right, Jesse038100 says, hey, Nick, met you in Kitchener at the Comic-Con. I was the soap maker. Oh, hey, buddy. Was wondering if you were legit still interested in getting some. But actual question, what was your first case like? Yes. Yes, I would love some soap. You know, up to you. But I would very much appreciate it. My first case was a custody case. I hate family law. Hate it, hate it, hate it. A custody case. And it involved a mother and father who were never married, but had been together for several years. And the father ended up putting hands on the mother at one point. And the description from the mother was something along the lines of he was being aggressively disciplining the child. She intervened, and then he put hands on her, and they broke up for a while. They broke up forever. But they separated for a period of time, something like 6 or 8 months. I don't remember the specifics, but then you know, the dispute was, how do we work out custody going forward between the two, and then how do we work out child support? So got great results in that case, by the way. It was fantastic, and the other lawyer ended up running for the Minnesota Supreme Court after losing that case, and lost the election as well. So maybe she and Chup can get a drink. Anyway, it was a weird case. I'm not claiming like brilliance of litigating, although it was funny. It was funny litigation, but the facts were clearly on the side of my client. the dad was attempting to use his higher income basically as leverage over the mom, but the facts were, you know, thinking that she wouldn't be able to afford an attorney. Luckily, she knew one who was pretty fresh out of law school and not charging a lot, and we were able to just bury them in the facts of the case. It was no special litigation on my part, although there was some crafty stuff going on, where basically the other lawyer said that I was doing things wrong and incorrectly, and this wasn't how we did them. And that's the important thing she said, was this isn't how we do this. And I said, that's cool. I'm not one of you. This is how I do it. And this is what the rules say. And turns out, you know, the rules are more important than how we do it. So it was an interesting case. I got to learn a lot on the fly right in the gauntlet. So hopefully that helps you understand that. You know, I can't, that's about as detailed as I could probably get. I think you'll understand that, you know, we can't really talk too much, but it's part of the reason I hate family law. I mean, it's not the only part, but it really is tough. It's a nasty case. And of course you got a kid there who just, all the kid knows is mom and dad, and the spats between moms and dads are nasty things for kids to navigate. So anyway, was there any evidence other than the mother's word? Oh yeah, tons. Yeah, this wasn't a pretend thing. A protective order was issued. There was police intervention. There was all sorts of stuff. Yeah. You know, not the reason mother's words work in family law cases is because there's a solid history of men beating women. Like that's a real thing that's out there, that does happen and has happened, and could still happen tomorrow. The problem is that we now we're trying to overcorrect on that type of stuff. So we'll just take someone's word for it. But there's a long history of that type of stuff happening, and it was definitely present in this case. So, yeah, and there's I get it. But yes, there's also a huge history of women beating men. And of course, the converse is that we haven't had the men as confident reporting their abuse for all sorts of reasons. And because of the lack of history of reporting female on male abuse and the social stigma attached to it, we have problems identifying, we as a system have problems identifying female on male abuse going forward. And it is a real problem. So yes, I'm not here to discuss the differences between male and female abuse. They're both terrible. One has just got a long history of reporting, and the system is adapted to sort of react to that. And the other one has gone silent for so long for various reasons, and the system doesn't adapt to that one, or hasn't adapted to that one very well at all. So they're two different things, obviously. But anyway, so there is that question. Gelth Walker says, sorry for bringing chat down with what's going on in my head and the pain from my knee making it worse. I can't fully control it at the moment. Hey, buddy. If you need to talk about something, DM me, my friend. Hopefully you'll feel better. What happened to your knee? Nova Zero says, if it was a death note, you'd be dead. If it was a note with your name on it, maybe it's just a note that belongs to you. If they wrote threats to each other, they're aware that's probably a crime, right? Yeah, but who's going to investigate it? Nobody. Nobody's going to look into this. They look into that for. Anyway. Nettie says, well, Nick, I'm glad I got to meet you at KCC before coronavirus kills us all, lol. To be honest, I think I ate a slice of pizza that day after shaking Vic's hand. I'm probably done for. Also, don't forget about them autos I gave you. Oh, yeah, thank you. No, did not forget about them, and we'll figure something out for those. Takaki Onsai says, gouge out eyes and skull freak. That's Gunny Hartman from Full Metal Jacket. Whoever the people are that did this, it's not cool to do this. That's true. Gregg's got other things to worry about, like the IRS possibly auditing his GoFundMes. You slammed your reconstructed knee on the concrete floor at work after slipping in a patch of oil. Oh, damn. Ouch, buddy. Ouch. But, okay. But yeah, so let's take a quick look at the letters. See what we have that is an actual threat. Now, all of these, legally actionable threats have to communicate a desire. This is how Minnesota does them. Terroristic threats, right? They have to communicate a threat to commit a crime of bodily injury for the purposes of threatening someone. Threat, intimidation, stuff like that. Raising alarm, so to speak. So, to Jamie Cucci, enjoy your victory while you can. We know where you live and we won't forget your lies. Hope you believe in the Second Amendment. You're going to need it after your part in the witch hunt. Karma is a B word. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Now, as far as like a terroristic threat in Minnesota, this is a pretty tough one. It'd be pretty tough to criminally prosecute this as a terroristic threat because there isn't a threat of bodily harm or injury that's explicit. There's an implied something. We know where you live and we won't forget your lies. Okay. That's I mean, creepy, harassing, maybe, but terroristic threat, no. Hope you believe in the Second Amendment. And again, we get what they're trying to convey, right? We get what they're trying to convey, but is that a legally actionable threat? I don't think so. There's still no actual threat of bodily harm. It doesn't say I'm going to shoot you. That would be the criminal act that would be in there. I'm going to shoot you in the face or the arm or the neck or whatever. I'm going to put a bullet between your eyes. We could argue that that's literally, I'm going to place a bullet right here, but euphemisms, idioms, those things tend to not fall under the statute in Minnesota. Now, I can't speak to other states because they may have more specific stuff. And there may be some federal statutes on communicating various threats through the mail that are a problem. But as far as the actual threat here, what are they threatening to do? Can anybody reading this letter figure out what they are specifically threatening to do? Now, they are issuing a warning. You're going to need their belief in the Second Amendment, after the part in the witch hunt. That's like telling someone you should wear a bulletproof vest. It doesn't mean that the communicator is going to shoot them. It may mean that, it may not. So this one, harassment, probably. And again, federal statutes for using the mail to harass people, unwanted communications are out there. Those are probably both misdemeanors. I don't think this rises to a felony threat, but it could. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know every statute. So this one, who knows this is, you have also, who's Jamie Cucci? This one, you have blood on your hands in all of this. I will F you like the dirty pig you are. I will gouge your eyes out and skull F you before bashing your skull into pavement. This is a clear threat of physical violence, right? Here we have a very explicit threat of criminal activity. So this would qualify as a terroristic threat. In Minnesota, delivering this letter to someone and with the intent to cause intimidation for them, that would be a felony offense. So not recommended. Not recommended at all. What if the sculling was consensual? Well, there will be blood for your role in this witch hunt. And then apparently this one just says we do not forgive. I can assume it says we do not forget down below. Here we go. Blank you catch you next Tuesday. Eat, poop, and die. You better start watching your back, pal, and keep your... This is... I don't know who this is or they're talking to, but they have a racial epithet. And I'm going to see if YouTube will monetize this live stream, so I can't say it. Locked up if you don't want collateral damage. You reap what you sow. B word. We do not forgive. We do not forget. I have no idea who this one is to. That's interesting. But again, there's no threat here. There's no threat of violence. So probably not rising to the felony. Again, harassment, improper communications, stuff like that. Sure. And then Lol, aka Harvey Weinstein, go eat a phallus. Hope your casting couch F's you over. You're going to have to keep blank locked in a effing cage when you learn what we will do to them. That's getting a little bit... That's close. That's close. You never should have been a backstabbing piece of feces, and you will get yours soon enough. If you're under a bus, it's your own fault. I mean, the bus could have something to do with it too, like if the driver wasn't paying attention or something like that. This one is actually probably an idiom as well, like thrown under the bus type thing. We don't know if they mean a literal bus. This one, I think this might be a kid's name. Gonna have to keep them locked in a cage when you learn what we will do to them. That's a weird one. This is towing the line, so to speak. Next, we've got... what do we got next? So this is to Dominique. This isn't over, not by a long shot. You better keep Ajere locked away if you don't want her hurt. And you better keep your head down if you don't want your GD face smashed in. This one's on the line too. Because it doesn't say that they're going to smash her face in. And smashing someone's face in is idiomatic. It's idiomatic. So it's a problem with the language. And again, Minnesota's terroristic threat statute, I only know this because I had to deal with it. But Minnesota's terroristic threat statute really gets specific on the bodily injury being caused in a criminal fashion, in an assaultive sort of way. So you better keep your head down if you don't want your face smashed in. Does that mean this person's gonna do it? It's hard. And the reason it's hard to do this, because we get it, right? Like, step away from the legal look at it, and the common sense look at it is, yeah, this is a threat. Of course they're threatening by saying that. The obvious implication is that they're going to smash someone's face in. But we do have a First Amendment. And prosecuting someone at a felony level for a speech issue becomes really, really tough. And because of that, and because we afford so much deference to First Amendment principles, it becomes hard and they have to get very narrow. The way a statute survives First Amendment challenges is through something called strict scrutiny, which means that there has to be a compelling government purpose. And so that is, the compelling government purpose is we don't want people to be threatened and intimidated by someone else through some means of communication, right? That's the compelling government purpose, is that we want to protect people from threats of violence. So we want our government to protect people. That's kind of in our Constitution. The next step of strict scrutiny is that any restrictions have to be narrowly tailored so as not to infringe on otherwise protected speech. So the way they do that in terroristic threats cases is, are we prosecuting specifically language conveying a clearly pronounced threat? basically. Is this actually a threat? Are we sure of it? And the way Minnesota has resolved that is by finding threats that are threats of illegal violence. Were they to carry out the threat in the way that it is actually conveyed, it would be a crime to do so. You know, it's not an idiom, it's not a saying, it's an actual threat meant to convey the threat that this will occur. So this one is close, but I don't know. I think they'd have trouble actually landing that prosecution. So there are those. Just a little look at what's going on. Again, these all apparently went out October 5th for Gregg's. This one also says October 5th. St. Petersburg, Florida. And October 5th, huh? And we don't know. I guess they're using the stamping and some of the handwriting here to suggest that they're all from the same person. I mean, these I would believe are probably from the same person. We don't actually know that this is. I suppose it's likely. Who knows? The question is, who sent it? Has anybody received a further threat? And why is Gregg bringing it up now? Again, no idea why Gregg might bring that up now. But, we'll see. By the way, I noticed something kind of funny. The first donation to Gregg's Silent Sham thing is from Russ Shackelford. I don't know if that means anything to anybody else, but if that means what I think it means, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, and hats off to you. Now, the Kiwi Farms is exploring who they might. They have some theories about who wrote these things. I'm not going to get into that. If you want to get into that, you can go check it out. You can go find this post and find out and participate in that discussion. That's up to you. I'm not gonna go through all of that right now. It's a little out there, but you know, it's there. It's a thing. It's a thing that Gregg has brought back up. So good on him for doing that. I guess. Whatever. Oh God. Oh no. Hold on. It's processing. Come on, bring it up. Oh, I can't show that. Oh. Well, he tweeted it. So here you go. Someone has pointed out that Gregg was in Florida in October. This is his neck fold proposing to his would-be bride at Magic Kingdom with some child looking on in horror in the background. That was on October 25th that he posted this. Don't actually know specifically when he was there. Some people have speculated that Gregg is the origin of the letters. I don't. Chat, stop being funny. Stop it. I don't think that is a. I don't think he's even that. I may be giving him too much credit. That'd be pinnacle levels of dumb. Weeks of hustling for money. Did you tell the IRS about it, Gregg? Ugh. Okay. Anyway, that's that. Whew. I am not going to bring in someone who's not brought into this. That was his tweet though, and people have pointed out that was in October, although it is 20 days later. Again, I think the likelihood of that is really low. Although ballsy to get a death threat from Tampa, Florida, and then to go really close to Tampa, Florida. Very scared of that death threat, obviously. Knew that was a real thing. Oh boy. Okay, so there's that. I wanted to mention it because a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people have also brought up this video. I haven't really looked into the video that much. There's a video from Funimation back in 2014. Maybe we should just play it. It's this weird, lewd sort of party where they're all like licking each other or something. Like, it's real weird. Real weird. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I want to play the video or not, but it's like a slow motion thing. And there. So the idea is, yes, remember what the investigation was about. The jelly bean, a consensual kiss, and then a proposition to legal adults for some sort of sexual encounter at a convention. And that was just so offensive to Funimation that they had to terminate Vic, while of course they have this type of environment going on. That's the context of the video. And the implication there. And also, I believe in that video is convicted sex offender. Is it Scott Freeman? Is that his name? Let's see. Scott Freeman. Voice actor. That's a mugshot. Legal issues. That's one way to put it. So here's the Wikipedia page for Scott Freeman, voice actor from Funimation. Legal issues. On April 5th, 2014, Freeman was arrested for 8 counts of possession of child pornography. On July 30th, 2015, Freeman was convicted and sentenced to 3 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. In response, Funimation announced that they had terminated their relationship with Freeman, and his ongoing roles were replaced with other voice actors. In response, Freeman served his sentence at the Joe F. Gurney unit in Anderson County, Texas, until he was paroled in 2018. Oh, good. He's out now. He's in Nebraska as a registered sex offender. Papillion, Nebraska, according to Wikipedia. Whether he's still there or not, I have no idea. Yeah. So they had an actual sex offender. You know, when was that slow-mo video uploaded? Oh my God, we got to check the dates. I gotta find that. Where is that video? Hold on. That video is uploaded in 2014. Where is that thing? Does anybody have a link to that? Maybe Tug has it on his channel. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, this video is horrifying. No. Chris Sabbats' channel only has 3 videos. Is that one of them? Let's see. Chris Sabbat. Maybe someone messaged it to me. No. I've got it somewhere. Hold on. Sorry, I wasn't even gonna show it. I wasn't even gonna show it. But see. See, is this it? Okay, so here's the re-upload of it. Oh, filthy. I think someone... sent it to me. Where is it? Come on! Oh, this is terrible. Here it is. Okay. This is from NYE 2014. January 20th, 2014. Here we go. Here we go. Let's take a peek. All right, just a second. I gotta get my headphones on. Okay. Okay. 1 second. I'm just getting back to my controls here. JCF Data says, check your DM in Twitter. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, here we go. Here we go. So this is Slow-Motron, NYE 2014. We can do this number, get a little bigger. A New Year's, this is on the Sabbat, the Christopher Sabbat channel, 169 subscriber. New Year's Eve at the International Okratron 5000 HQ. I forgot I muted you. There we go. Oh, stop it. Stop it. No. This entire video needs a can of Raid. Okay. Let's go back a second. Guys, when you slap some... Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Get it. Okay. When you slap someone in slow motion, it doesn't... Never mind. I just want that to haunt your dreams. I want this to haunt your dreams. I want you to know that this is going on. What was that? I'm sorry. What was that? What was that? Why? That's it. I'm done. I found out who wrote the note. It was someone there because that was the boomerest pile of garbage I've ever seen. Ugh. Okay. We're not going to keep going through that. I can't take it. No, sir. Don't. Just don't. Don't do it. But this is what goes on. This is what goes on. Okertron is contracted with Funimation. These are Funimation voice actors, clearly engaged in a sexually charged environment. Playful sexually charged environment. Here's the bad thing. There's nothing actually wrong with what was going on screen from a legal standpoint. Now, I mean, from a self-awareness standpoint, there's some things wrong, okay? There's some things wrong. But from a legal standpoint, from a sexual harassment type standpoint, there's nothing wrong here. But there's similarly nothing wrong with the jelly bean incident. There wasn't anything wrong with a consensual kiss at the workplace. And there wasn't anything wrong with one adult away from his employer propositioning to two other adults for a sexual encounter. There's nothing wrong, harassing, or illegal or improper about any of that. Just like there's nothing wrong about this video. What makes this video so bad for Funimation is merely the hypocrisy of what happened. But other than that, yeah, people can do goofy, pseudo-sexual things. They can hang out and do that stuff. You know, it's okay. We really are still people, and we can still interact with each other in the same ways, or we should be able to. It's only when the third party doesn't consent, right? When the uninvolved people don't consent, or when someone changes their mind later and tries to turn something consensual into something non-consensual, and that is god awful. Get rid of that right away. It is gross. Okay, now the next thing on the agenda. But yeah, people have brought that up. I believe Scott Freeman was in that video, and importantly, that was a mere 4 months. That was posted 4 months. What? I closed it. No, I didn't. That was posted January 20th. Less than 4 months later, Scott Freeman would be arrested. Scott Freeman would be arrested for possession of child pornography. So, there you go. Good job, Funimation. They would continue working with him through his conviction, and only after he was convicted would they let him go. So, you know, these are the people. This is the hypocrisy. And is Vic a registered sex offender? No. Will he be? No, not a chance. Not based on anything they've ever brought up. Won't happen. And they know that, of course. Scott Freeman is a convicted sex offender. Was charged in April. They didn't... What was that again? April to September of the next year? No, July of the next year. So for over a year. And then, it said they terminated the relationship. Let's take a peek at this. Here we go. We can take a little look at some of this. Here. What do we got? Back to here. Look who it is. Anime News Network. Turns out they used to report on things. Is Karen Ressler still there? Voice actor Scott Freeman convicted of possession of child pornography. Voice actor Scott Freeman pleaded guilty to 8 counts of possession of child pornography on July 30th after accepting a plea bargain and waiver of a jury trial. He was convicted and sentenced to 3 years at a Texas state prison, concurrent with prior sentence. Freeman was charged with all 8 counts on April 5th, 2014. Texas Penal Code defines possession of child pornography as a situation where they knowingly possess, blah, 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 materials related to children younger than 18 years of age. 3rd-degree felony. Man, I should find this criminal complaint. I wonder. Wouldn't that be interesting? I know I'm not going to get it here, but I'm going to look. I don't know if Texas had everything e-filed back then for criminal matters. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, there's some stuff. If I can do that, can I sort this stuff? Case category. Oh, this is civil stuff. Oh no, this is all they don't have criminal stuff readily available on here, so I'll see if I can find that. It would be interesting, wouldn't it? We can do another episode of how to catch and convict a pedophile on Scott Freeman, maybe. Let's see. Funimation commented on Freeman's conviction. In May of 2015, Funimation became aware of the legal matter involving Scott Freeman, at which time we suspended our relationship with Scott. Bullshit. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. In May of 2015, a year and a month later, as he's entering a plea agreement, in the wake of recent news, we have permanently ended the relationship. So there you go. He was charged. This goes in newspapers, by the way, when people are charged with 8 counts of child pornography. His friends would have known. Wow. In May of 2015, a year and a month later, then we found out. Oh, you're right. No idea. He just continued to work on shows. Hey, do we have, what's that anime convention? Anime conventions. What is that? Animecons.com. See, can we find, what's that? Guess by name. Let's see. Last name F. Freeman. Freeman Scott. Let's see. He went to a convention in August in Columbus, Ohio. MatsuriCon 2014 was the only convention he went to during his time. His convention schedule was not super. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. He did not run a very heavy convention schedule. I don't know what he voice acted, but you can see that in 2014 he only went to 2. This one would have been before his charges. This one would have been after his charges. No one was saying anything, obviously. And they exposed several children to a child predator. You know, they're all fine with it. Apparently, Funimation's fine with it. Other voice actors. Was there an End Scott Freeman campaign? Anybody do a hashtag kick Scott? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, you know, no big deal. No big deal. Is this a communist flag in the background? Like, what is this? What is he? What is happening here? This looks like a communist propaganda photo. Oh, boy. Anyway, back to this. But yeah, so that's fun. That's fun. Speaking of fun, I have something for you guys that I'm going to ask you for help with. If you will. If you'd be up for it. This is not what I want. Go away. I have finally opened a second YouTube channel, and I was hoping that you guys would go ahead and subscribe to it. I have 12 subscribers. I'm very, very proud. I have 12 subscribers so far, which I love each and every one of them. But I'm going to put the thing in the chat. I can't do the custom URL for it for another month, but after a month, I will have it as youtube.com/Rekieta Media. That'll be, you know, the idea for the custom URL. But it takes 30 days for that to happen. If you guys could subscribe to that, I'd really appreciate it. That channel will be pretty different than this one. It's going to just be covering stuff in you know, sort of nerd or geek culture space. I will be doing, for example, reviews on many, if not all, eventually, of these special edition 40K books. And by reviews, it'll be like walkthroughs of the special edition themselves. Stuff for that, you know, if people like those types of items, they'll be able to go through it. If I get other things, you know, anime-related toys or movies that I want to talk about, that'll be covered on that channel. D&D type stuff, video game stuff, that'll all be there, along with social commentary and other videos. But the live streaming and stuff will be here for, you know, I can't foresee it shifting over there, but you never know what'll happen eventually. But that will be, like I said, a different channel, and that'll allow this channel to keep legal themes going while I get to do other stuff as well. So if you could go ahead and subscribe there, we will have some content coming up on it very soon. I would appreciate that. I am going to try and get to the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours as fast as possible. And if you would help me with that, I would be very humbled by it. So thank you for that. I do very much appreciate it. That being said, let's see how you guys are doing. Holy crap, we're up to 342 subscribers. So thank you. I think we'll hit that 1,000 number pretty quick, and I do appreciate it. Off with that. That's some. We're done there, I believe. What else did I want to cover? Oh yeah. There's a video you guys may want to check out. It's a little bit controversial, I know, but given the subject matter, you guys may want to check out this video here. It is where are we? Oh my goodness. It was Doug ToNapel earlier had a stream with Cress from Kitchener Comic Con, and Vic Mignogna was on it as well, talking about I think I didn't get to finish the stream. I'm 2/3 of the way through it, but you can see Doug talk to Cress and Vic just about Kitchener and the experiences there, and this idea behind cancel culture and stuff like that. So if you want to give it a watch, go ahead. I know some of you are not fans of Doug, and that's fine. You don't have to watch it, or you can watch it because Vic or Cress are on there. You know, that's up to you guys. Just, I don't know how many people knew that this video occurred today, but it's there. It's 30 minutes long. If you want to give it a watch, you can go ahead and do that and just get to hear Vic. It's a little bit of a different element, right? Vic doesn't do a ton of shows on YouTube, and you get to hear him kind of in the flow of things, as it were, and experience. You get to experience Vic a whole new way, or whatever. So it was. It's an interesting video so far. Like I said, I got 10 minutes left of it to listen to, but they talk about fans, they talk about conventions, they talk about standing up to bullies and standing up to this idea of cancel culture. And there's a lot of that going around right now. Lots of cancel culture going around right now. So it's certainly relevant stuff. But that's what I have there. We do have a justice chat from Felipe Moving, who masks me. I didn't see the mask. He says, "Hey, Nick, I didn't know the Michelin guy had a female partner and both were bought by Disney. Now we know why Bob Iger was sacked." I don't know. Was Bob Iger, he's still there though, right? Because I just saw a thing where they're not going to add Song of the South to Disney Plus, because it turns out Disney made a bunch of racist stuff back in the 40s and 50s. And they made a movie that was like animated and live action together called Song of the South, which apparently has some racial stereotypes that Disney is not proud of. So Bob Iger has confirmed that will not be on Disney Plus ever. So I guess you're gonna have to wait for like the 75th anniversary DVD to come out. But I don't know. And I have drank all my sweet tea. It is pretty interesting when companies decide to hide their history. Notice they still are running Dumbo. Dumbo, which has some pretty heavy racial stereotypes going as well. And they just have a disclaimer on Dumbo because Dumbo's a moneymaker, right? That's the trick with Dumbo. Is it's a moneymaker. And so as a moneymaker, they're not going to get rid of that thing. But Song of the South isn't anywhere near as popular. Time for some Highland Park. Might do proper whiskey reviews on the other channel. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I'm not a proper whiskey reviewer, so who knows? Who knows what to do over there? It'll be my playground. But yeah, hopefully my artist will have the channel art going up on the other channel very soon. He's been having some. I feel so bad for the guy. He's been having issues with his hardware that have been causing all sorts of problems for him. But he's still soldiering on because he's a good friend, and I really appreciate the work that he does. Tillip, if you're watching, oh, there you are, Tillip. I was going to say, I do, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. I know the tech situation has made your task very frustrating the past couple days, but I really appreciate it. On that note, guys, there is an Alex Jones video that went up today about his DWI and how you guys can avoid getting charged if you're in a similar circumstance to Alex Jones. He made some critical mistakes. That went up today. And I recorded today a Sargon video. Sargon and Aquila are going back and forth about the fees. And I covered Aquila's response to Sargon and Sargon's response back to Aquila. That video will likely go up tomorrow. It's just waiting on a couple things. So watch for that one. It's pretty interesting stuff. Aquila's attorney looks to be completely phoning it in. And Sargon's attorney smells blood in the water and is going for it. So I'm really anxious to see how that will work out. Of course, you can get early access to this stuff through channel subscriptions. And you get Discord access through subscribing at the super lawyer level. So you can see you don't have to do the super lawyer level for early access to the vids. But if you do the super lawyer level, you do get Discord access as well as that early access. So, yeah, I think that's about it for this stuff. It's about Ace Attorney time. I haven't done Ace Attorney in a very long time. As many of you know, it's not my favorite style of game. So, yeah. We're going to do that in just a second here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to redo my will in case coronavirus kills me. Let's see. I'm going to have to remember what is that? I'm going to have to remember how all these voices work. Yep, I've got the gavel here. Just a second. It's under a piece of paper. We've got the gavel. We've got Emotional Intelligence 2.0 from Ron. We have a gavel. This is how Ron reads books. Read the book, Ron! All right. All voices be old bag. I do need a haircut. But my barber's pretty busy right now. He's got some good stuff going in his life right now, but it makes it a little harder for me to get in to get a haircut. Okay, let me get this thing started up. Where is my Steam? Oh my goodness. I will say that Ron has not reached back out to me. Shocker, I know. But Ron has not reached out to me, and it makes me a little sad. Where are we? I was going to check one more thing. Don't think we have anything new going. Every time someone takes the stand, you drain your glass. Whew. This is, I'm under a lot of pressure with this playthrough of Ace Attorney because I haven't lost yet. Which is, that's a little intimidating because if you lose, you have to start the whole case over. And this case is long. Okay. Let's check one more thing. Almost done. Okay. I do want to point out that Ron and Monica's motion to extend the their time to file their response brief to Tuesday, March 31st has been granted by the court. So that did happen on the 10th. So that is done. So we will see responses from all parties on the 31st. And I think it's safe to say that we will see, where is Ace Attorney? Oh, it's called something else, isn't it? Do I have it installed on here at all? I don't know if I've played it since. What is this called? Phoenix Wright. That's it. Oh, no, it's not. Well, let's install it real quick. Not that it'll take long. I think we're going to see another extension of time once all of their responses come in, because they're going to have to respond to 4 responses. And so I think it's safe to say we'll probably see more extensions once those actually come through. Did they pay their $10? I don't know yet. Technically, they have until the 18th to do so. I'm assuming they either did or, of course, they will. And yeah, it's not a big deal. And there's a weird possibility where if they don't pay their motion fee, then I guess the court could undo its approval. Very, very unlikely for anything like that to happen, though. They'd probably just order them to pay the fee. Oh, excuse me. What is going on? How many? Goodness gracious. All right, we're about halfway through the download here. Most technical problems you have can be solved by deleting System 32. Or you do what that one Twitch streamer did and pull out a gun and shoot my computer, right? That guy was brilliant. That was a good play. I can give this as pretty safe legal advice. Don't drink and hold a firearm. Very, very unlikely that that will turn out well. I know people do it all the time, but that was a bad decision by that guy. Very bad decision. And he did it on stream. It's not a good thing to do. Here's in Colorado. I'm probably going to do a short video on how illegal what he did was. But, you know, it's all time. It's all about time. No notification. Oh, man. That sucks. I hear Hambly's having notification issues. And YouTube is like messing with his subscribers. Something like that. Here's my comment on that, because a different YouTuber who I hope to do a stream with you guys with at some point. I'm not gonna name him, but I've been internet friends with him for a while since he and I started our channels similar times. I think he started a little before I really started on mine, but he and I have had kind of a parallel path. But and he's in a completely different space of YouTube than I am. But I hope to have him on at some point in the future, because he's a fun guy. But he reached out to me and was asking about, you know, if my channel was having troubles because you know, Hambly's was having issues, and so that was do we have it? Okay, let me find Ace Attorney. Oh, there we go. There it is. And here's how that works out for me. Okay? Every month at the beginning of the month, YouTube does something. They flip a switch. All right? YouTube flips a switch, and my channel stops growing for a week or so. Every day it's a back and forth. Like, you can watch the subs go up and down throughout the day, and they pretty much are level for about a week. And it's just great. It's not the most frustrating thing on earth to have the growth of your business artificially stifled by YouTube. That doesn't suck at all. It's not irritating at all. But it does happen every single month, basically. And then after about a week, it stops and subs just go and go up. It's the weirdest thing. It's completely random. It has nothing to do with YouTube doing anything. It's definitely randomly happening that way, where 1 week out of 4, growth will be completely level, and then the next 3 weeks, it'll change dramatically. So, good job. If I donate $25, will I buy a controller? No, absolutely not. Did you watch Legal Eagle's Twitch stream starring T. Gregg? No. Legal Eagle doesn't have a Twitch. That's T. Gregg's Twitch stream. So, gotta turn that down a bit. Phoenix Lord Osserman says, glad to see you playing a game you can beat, Nick. It'll be a nice break from your dark side Nick Sekiro streams on Twitch. Rude. Rude. Viden, I have a controller. I just refuse to use it. All right. Oh, this has been a while. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. So if you guys don't remember, Edgeworth is accused of murdering somebody, and we are trying to save Edgeworth from getting murdered by the nation of Japan. That's where we're at. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, Karma was like German, right? That's right. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... objection! Not so fast, Judge. Not so fast. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction! Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Objection? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I call my witnesses now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Shop owner. Almost says boner. Witness, state your profession. Is it... What voice did I even use for this guy? It's like, this guy is stoned out. I think I would use a Keanu voice for it, but like, I think I use that for Buttsworth or whatever. I, am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. In Miles Shaw. And I, also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yup. Yeah, I was. Master Roshi. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. I don't know Master Roshi's. Why would you object to the objection? What? Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, not really sure. Yup. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Has he not heard his name in years? Object! Object, you idiot! Object! He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? No! No, you shouldn't hear his testimony. What the hell is wrong with you? No! The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup. I was in the restaurant where I, rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. San Dimas. Thank you. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Who came by your window? That was the least useful testimony on the planet. Rest your case. Your Honor, rest my case. This guy, perfect witness. No further questions. Gone. He didn't say anything of use. He didn't identify the shooter. He didn't identify the victim. He didn't say that he witnessed an actual murder. He didn't say anybody splooshed into the water. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Oh, this is dream testimony for the defense. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Von Karma is right. He is 100% correct here. There's nothing to question, and questioning it would be useless. Nobody could possibly be guilty from that testimony. There's no testimony about what happened. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now! Yes, Mr. Wright. I have to cross-examine him, I guess. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup. Hold it! Just after midnight, you say? Wouldn't that be the morning of the 25th? Yup, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yup. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did, yup. You see? Continue. What if I don't want to, Von Karma? I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Gotta press on everything. That's the Scott Freeman way. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. I'm asking the questions, Von Karma. Then I heard a bang. Yup. This question applies in so many cases. And where did this bang seem to come from? This is asked all the time in the Cosby trial. From the lake, I figure. Who wrote these lines? Are you certain? Yup. Like, you don't have to match the voice, the lines to the mouth movements, right? So why? From the lake, I figure. Weird. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. What? Wait. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. Couldn't even see it! But I figured there was 2 men out there, yup. How do you figure? But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup. At the time, that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots in total? No! Phoenix! No! You don't know, he just heard bangs. He didn't identify them as gunshots. Is this guy an acoustic ballistics expert? You haven't qualified this witness to determine that that's a gunshot? He's not a fact witness. If he's not looking at the gun being fired, he can't tell that that's a gunshot. It could have been a firecracker. It could have been someone shooting a ping pong out of their hoo-ha. We have no idea what that bang was. Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Wait. If I know Von Karma, he spent time prepping his bull. Witness. Witness. Nixhex says freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Squawk. Quoting Polly. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Whew, it's tough being a lawyer. Not with this case! Not in America! Not in America! Wait, I want to go back to... No! I want that last one. I didn't press on it. By your window. Yup, by my window. Right outside the window, my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. He was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I should have let it go, I guess. Have a bad feeling about this. That man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial's going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection! Your Honor! This witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Emilio Alberto says, can't you give Maya a really high-pitched childish voice like in the anime? No. No, I can't. I cannot. Oh my god. We need, we've had the Highland Park. Now let's go back to Gretzky. Nick, do we have evidence? I legit have no idea. I don't remember what's even in here. Let's see here. What? I don't remember what we have here? Okay. File in the DL6. Okay. All right. Do we have evidence? I have no idea. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. No, it literally wasn't. Because it took longer than 3 minutes, you idiot. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. What? Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Oh, we're gonna have to make some reason up. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. Oh no! This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! I can't present anything here, so. What's profiles? Oh, just the people. Gotcha. That's, there we go. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. Oh, rip! No! No! The accused will surrender to the court immediately. I can't present anything. I failed, I think. Let's see. Use the gun. Aim! Aim! To be held pending trial in a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? Wah! Larry! What are you doing here? Now I've got a problem because what voice should I use for Larry? Larry's gonna bail me out. Larry the cable guy. Let's see. Yamcha, listen! You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Vic's voice. Order! Oh, wait. Ah! I clicked off my screen. What is the meaning of this? This courtroom is out of control. The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Oh, wait. Order! Order!
Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court.
Press X to doubt. This guy's courtroom demeanor's a disaster.
I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nothing is over!
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. He's so heroic. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. Doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What? What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What? Have any of you guys seen Macross 2? Get me that suit! Bang! Oh, sorry. I don't know. That was not what he said. It's just what I heard as a kid.
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Judge grows balls at the end of the hearing. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. Bullets that go into your victims. Ha I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
You say something right.
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Oh, he sounds like Piccolo. That's weird. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Do you like to SUC?
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see. No, you don't. That's a stupid explanation.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials? Stop! Stop it, Phoenix! Stop just repeating the last two words that he says.
Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's gone Larry now.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Ignore the odd pause in my speaking. I hadn't clicked yet.
Right! Leave it to me! Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it. You're our last chance. Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I can never say prep anything ever again. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. I don't think she's a minor anymore, not at this point in the story. That night I was out on a boat. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court.
No, it wasn't! It wasn't unusual at all! Your previous witness was just as vague!
In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Was it a cross? Did Karma ask him any questions for examinations? Wouldn't this be a direct from Phoenix? Why would it be cross from Phoenix Wright? This is a defense witness. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. What? Oh, I missed what she said. No! Let's say. Hold on, I'll find it in just a second. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. There. Sorry, I had to wait for YouTube to catch up.
The night of the murder. Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
No, I just want stuff. There's so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. That time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. Why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something and I found it. What were you looking for? Looking for something? Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
If What the witness was searching for is irrelevant! Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. It's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. Yeah, Judge, shut up. Not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. No, who wears a watch? I would look at my phone for the time. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Hold it! Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa! Whoa! No way! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. Not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case! So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh? Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Yeah, me too. She's of age. Or she was, until she was dead. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see here. We don't have anything about that. Okay, just a second. I didn't want to save a screenshot. No! Let's see. Let's try this. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points at the judge. It didn't. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Empty lake taken automatically. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
I'm not sure I follow.
It clearly, contradicts the, I mean, it does, he didn't see...
You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled.
I don't think that won me any points at the judge. I mean, I can present the one of the empty lake. Your Honor, what do you think about the... see? Oh no! So I tried both photos and the gun. Yeah, I guess we'll do that one, the deposition. No, wait, I want to go back. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Why is he doing this to his own witness? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. My headphones. What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah! So what? That a crime? Listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept his witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Your Honor, please. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve, because Bulma went with Vegeta.
Android 19 went with that 18, went with that Krillin. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? No, it's Japan. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word his witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. That's how songs go, Von Karma. One drum beat. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? Wait, okay. Press this. Nope! So, you turned on the radio. Right! You just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone? On Christmas Eve, alone? I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. Witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud, like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yup. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Sure, I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No. No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? What did the DJ say? What did he say? Mr. Wright? Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said do to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? What? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is one gleaming ray of hope in there. Got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. There we go. Now I can present this shot of an empty lake. Almost Christmas. Your Honor, that statement...
Ah. It's right there. I just... Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karmo's right. I'm not sure how this has helped us at all. It's the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is only one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Save the game. No! Save the game? No, I know it contradicts this. We're gonna risk it. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Again, this is...
Order! Order!
I get what it means, but how does the fact that he didn't hear the second gunshot going to help? Like, let's break this down. There are two gunshots. At 11:50, the camera automatically takes a picture of an empty lake. At 12:15, the second gunshot, which occurred after our boy went home. After he went home, she claims to have gone home, the second gunshot occurs, which coincides with the second picture that was taken automatically by the camera. This is not good for the case. I don't understand what is going on.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness said he heard a gunshot before midnight.
It means that this witness wasn't there. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright.
No, literally, previous testimony can be thoroughly consistent with his testimony. That's the crazy thing. He removes himself from the scene prior to the time that the crime allegedly occurred.
What do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Right there. It's gotta be Gotta be that. Look at this photograph. Sorry. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? I've shown you this photo twice, Judge! This is why I hate this stupid game. Foo you. Foo you time. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. That's why when he looked around, he didn't see anything! Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. No. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge! That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There's no proof that this loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. FUQ. I mean, I guess it's this. Can't remember what Polly even said. Maybe if I go... Well, we're gonna do the gun. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Yeah, you'd have to fire it. Never mind. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth, that they fired a test round to find the ballistics on the thing to match it to the previous bullet. I mean, that's the answer. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Border! Border! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. I guess I shouldn't know about how ballistic tests take place. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. There's a second dead body that hasn't been recovered. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah. Of course I remember. Pepperidge Farms always remembers. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? We don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? I'm double wrapped, baby. Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch. Let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Just watch. Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk. So, you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting.
Oh wait, we have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says 15 minutes after midnight.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are! Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went on the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That's right. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. Are you accusing Mr. Edgeworth of murdering someone else?
Yes, Your Honor, just not this guy. Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right. It's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Ah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
F. At the boat shop? Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop! Mr. Wright! What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Know this, Mr. Wright? The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, The murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Shouldn't there be a second photo? Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well, while we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, why didn't you tell us that somebody shot at you, you idiot? You heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued. How? How has the search warrant been issued? The judge didn't sign it.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him. I want him. And I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned.
Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
Sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth. No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you. To get it off my chest, but... I love you, Phoenix Wright! I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
Memory. A murder.
To be continued next time on Ace Attorney. Yeah, we're gonna save progress right there. Yep. Okay. And that's where we're gonna stop for the day. No! Be gone, thought! Oh boy, this is a long and stupid case. Full of stupidity. Oh, I only save at the checkpoints, guys. That's the risk. That's the game's risk right there. It wouldn't be fun if you just saved like for every question. The drama. I have never saved between checkpoints. All right, a couple things. It's 1:35. We're going to go through super chats and justice chats, close out the show. We will be on Twitch to play Sekiro and die over and over and over again. Hopefully to get done with Sekiro before Doom Eternal comes out. Assuming a couple things. The next show that I don't have something specific or a guest, we'll have Ace Attorney, and we'll do the next leg of the case. That might be tomorrow, but I might have a guest or something to cover tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Kind of depends on what people are up to. So if you like the Ace Attorney streams, stay tuned to Twitter, stay tuned to YouTube or whatever for the announcements or the notifications, and we'll see. I'm not sure what tomorrow is going to be for a show yet. But it just depends on if I have a guest or if I have a specific subject. I don't foresee a specific subject tomorrow. I don't know what could possibly pop up that would merit reporting specifically. But I might have a guest. So we'll see on that. If not, Ace Attorney will be tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll do it next week because I want to finish playing this game as fast as possible. So, Lido Enchanted, definitely go check out the Twitch shows. Twitch shows are great. The Twitch thottery is on point. I will go grab a thought top and wear it, and you can be fully grifted over on Twitch. All right. How does a member get Discord access? Will someone reach out? If you're talking about a YouTube channel member at the super lawyer level, go check the community page. There is already a post that is only visible to super lawyers with Discord access instructions. When you get on to the Discord by following the link, you send a direct message to my boy Snaj, and Snaj will let you into the Discord. That's how that works. Otherwise, Patreon has an automatic Discord integration. New Project 2, send me a message through New Project 2, and I will go ahead and give you access there. Similar story to YouTube. Snaj supreme admin on there, and he takes care of everything for the subscription stuff, and he has his method to do it. So there you go. All right, guys, if you do leave for the super chats and stuff, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow. If you stick around for the super chats, let's do that, and then let's go over to Twitch. All right, Senora de Mendoza. The owners of Internet Cats, Coal and Marmalade are in the midst of a legal battle over ownership of the brand name. It'd be great if you could look into it. Internet Cats, Coal and Marmalade? I don't know what that even means, but I guess I can take a peek. Patrick Wright upgraded as Super Lawyer. Blazing Gamer joined as Super Lawyer. Architect of Fate upgraded to Super Lawyer. And Steve Shitty joined as Super Lawyer. That's Shitty with D's YouTube algorithm. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Super Lawyer status. And go check the community page to get that access to Discord. Elliot Keaton says, when humanity falls, the neat shall inherit the earth. Bria Rose, welcome to paralegal status. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy getting early access to videos. No One Important says, just wanted to give a shout out to my boy Come Geek Some and his new video about Vic's 700 lined up fans to Jamie's 70 and Rial's 100. 17-0, more like 1 of 4. Yeah, it is interesting. People trying to belittle Vic's fans. I saw a guy on Twitter arguing that Vic is only getting to smaller shows right now, and he's not getting to the bigger shows, which have higher populations. And if he went to such and such place and drew 1% of the crowd, he would get 320 people to show up. What's interesting about that, of course, is that Vic, and they were saying that he would have to draw a quarter of the attendance at these other smaller shows to rival what he could get at bigger shows. Here's the interesting thing, and something to keep in mind if you're one of those smaller shows, or if you're affiliated with them, or if you attend them. Vic pulls more than 320 people at smaller shows. So it's great that even their estimations of how many people there are and how many people go to Vic are lower than what he pulls at the smaller shows. That's because Vic's fans care about him. His line is not a function of incidental math. His line is a function of fans who will pay money to go to shows specifically to see Vic. There's a huge difference there. And that's because he's just better at these relationships than dummies like Monica and Marky. All right. Elliot Keaton says, guys, I know that writing. It's Sam Hyde. No One Important says, hey, Nick, look up Slow-Motron under Sabbats' YouTube channel. Again, shout out to Come Geek Some. I promise you won't regret it. Oh, you're wrong. I definitely regret it. Red Pirate 115 says, most of the theme parks in Orlando will shut down on the 15th. Good thing you went last month, eh? Yeah, that would have been a disaster. Ben Frail says, as Chief Wiggum said, sorry, Miss Simpson, but there's no law against sending threats to kill the mail. No law against sending threats to killing the mail. A real lawyer should know that. That's a bad Chief Wiggum, I think. Matt Schrodinger says, the orchards are out on the job, lads. Some nobody says, why did you propose to that pork barrel? I didn't. Wesley de Aguayo says, Chris Sabbats' channel only has 3 videos. And then he says, put this Christopher Sabat channel. No One Important says, no, keep going. You didn't get to the best part of Jamie and Monica and the rest of Hamby shaking their asses all in a row. I don't ever want to see that. Ever. Chengiz Khan says, Sabbat and Funny Gang needs a visit from Corona-chan. Elliot Keaton says, friendly reminder that the United Nations people pushing for anime to be categorized as child pornography were in possession of child pornography. Aren't they always? Wesley de Aguayo did you know the typo in Scott bio April 14th turned into April 2015? April 2014 turned into April 2015. I don't think so. I think it was 2014 to 2015. Maybe. I don't know. Ty Brunner says, will you cover Age of Sigmar on the new channel? I don't know much about Age of Sigmar. I have a couple Age of Sigmar books, but I don't know much about it. Hildred Castigny. Welcome to Paralegal. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Comic-Con Freak says, did you see the petition to take down Pornhub over trafficking incidents? Sent you a DM on Twitter. Would you consider covering it one day? I'll definitely consider covering it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Take down Pornhub because some people got trafficked somewhere, I guess. Rotting Damsel says, let's hope for fast growth on your new channel. I wonder how that new channel is doing. Let's check. I'm going to check. We're at, where is it? Oh, 506 subscribers. We're halfway there. Halfway there. We'll check it out. TLJ Screwjob says, come on, even Ron recalled his own name. And then he says, who's worse, Chup or the Ace Attorney Judge? Chup. Bad Dragonite says, half expecting the witness to become Yamcha. No way. Thedius says, that witness is a stoner with narcolepsy, thick frogs all over the place. Perception check says, I'm super late and gay. The letter to Sabbat/Weebstein probably ended with the bus comment because Sabbat made similar comment about Vic early in this controversy. Oh, okay. Deep lore. IT Weeb says, yep, clear testimony from a mentally disabled person. Decisive. Nixhex says, has Lady Raggeds taken TDS's water jug challenge? No, I don't even know what that is. I'll check it out. Matt Schrodinger says, Karma was right. It could have ended in 3 minutes with an acquittal. Darn you, Nick, for asking too many questions. Skeet Neat says, if you think this is bad, play Professor Layton games. It'll destroy your brain cells in a bad way. No, thank you. Changus Khan says, this game is absolute BS. Also, save your game, Boomer. Never will I save, except at checkpoints. TLJ Screwjob says, wow, Nick, didn't know Edgeworth became Piccolo. Look, that's how it happens. How it happens. Taki Onsai says, someone just posted Chuck Huber's divorce documents and law Twitter seems to be implying something nefarious. It's on the farms. Link in Discord. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. And let's just say that that was a pretty stupid move by Chuck Huber, if it's what I think it is. Changus Khan says, this game is absolute BS. Also save your game, Boomer. Oh, I read that one. TLJ Screwjob. Wait, I read that one too. Unbeknownst X says, I wonder, are judges this dense in real life? Sometimes. Bad Dragonite says, why don't you let Chair-kun do some of the voices? Not any good. And Steve Shitty says, how does a member get Discord access? Will someone reach out? Like I said, that's on the channel, the community page. You can find the link there. And a couple justice chats says, Snet Girls are best girls says, my job has sent all employees home without pay indefinitely due to the Chinaman virus. Dude, Asian American, please. If anyone wants to send threats, send them to the Chinese government for possibly bankrupting people due to their stupidity and incompetence. Saban Knight says, a reminder, coronavirus favors shut-in neats as an evolutionary trait. Bad Dragonite says, Von Karma voice, what kind of gay boys cross-examined past the 3-minute mark? Bad Dragonite finally says, Edgeworth sounds like Piccolo. Guess his victim should have dodged. Oh, learn to dodge. All right. All right, guys. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you. That is what I've got for you. And we will talk very soon, I suppose. Tomorrow night, later on Twitch. Oh, let's hit this outro. There we go. There's the outro. So, yeah. I'm going to go grab a snack. and a non-alcoholic beverage. And I will see you over on Twitch. If you don't go on Twitch, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta hang out on Twitch with us sometime. Lots of fun and good wholesome content of me just dying endlessly in Sekiro. Still on the first enemy, not even the first boss. I haven't passed the first enemy. I'm a regular games journalist. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you soon. Unbeknownst X says in Lemoyne's voice, "If only Maya was a con slut." There you go. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Peace.
Herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an art bag about more of love right. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea. Post on Twitter as we hear Lost Planning tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all plentiful, from Dante to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career.
Saban Knight says, what's the over-under on Doug TeNaple dying from Corona? Not getting it, dying because there's no way he isn't catching the Lufu with his hand-washing habits. He's an eccentric guy. People are too hard. I agree. People are too hard on Doug. I like Doug. I don't think he'll die from the Lufu.
Get unemployed, so pour out a glass for the tea. Post on Twitter as we hear Lost Planning tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now.